Greetings to you, precious viewer. Welcome to the eighth video of Prime World's Photoshop tutorials for beginners. In this video, we are going to be looking at two tools, the crop tool and the eyedropper tool. So these are the two tools we'll be looking at. And very quickly, let's start with the crop tool. So looking at the crop tool, notice when I left click on the crop tool, notice this handle that appears on the workspace. Okay, notice this handle, and this simply means that I can go ahead and drag or raise, that is increase or reduce the um portion of the image I want to crop. Okay, so I can go ahead and just drag it down here. Okay, if I want to crop it to around this place, I can come to this place and drag it up if I want to crop it to this level. So once I've dragged it to the amount that I want to crop, that I'm satisfied with, all I need to do is just press enter. Okay, and once you press enter, it goes ahead to crop the image. Now let me go ahead and undo this by pressing Ctrl Z. Now one thing you need to know is this: like I said, whenever you are highlighted or you are selected on a tool, the properties bar shows the properties of that tool. Now there's one I need to make you aware of, this option that says delete cropped pixels. Now if you leave this option unticked, let me crop the image again so that you can see the difference. If I leave this delete crop pixels unticked and I go ahead and I crop the image to what it was before and I press enter, now when I use the crop image again, let me left click on the image again to bring out the cropped um tool, you see that since the delete crop pixels was left unticked, you will notice that the part you cropped previously is still kept intact. So if I raise it up, you can see that the part that we cropped previously is still kept intact because we did not tick the delete cropped pixels option. We didn't tick it, so you can see that it's still left intact. So let me press enter now. Now let me go ahead and tick delete cropped pixels and crop this image again. So let me crop it here and crop it here, and I press enter. Now if I left click again to say maybe okay, I want to, you know, let's say okay, let's just see how it will look like if I wanted to take it back to how it was before. Now take note, it is checked, the delete option. Now take note, you can see that it's not showing the portion that was there before because it has deleted the cropped pixels. Okay, so that's just what you need to understand. So just in case you want to use the crop tool and you feel that in case you made a mistake, you want to go back to how it was before, it's best you leave the delete crop pixels unticked so that you can go back to how it was and make readjustments. So this is just what you need to understand. So let me go ahead and press Ctrl Alt Z, 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 Z severally just to take it back to how it was before. So that's for, the first part of cropping. Now if I click and hold the crop tool, it brings out these other options. The second one I want us to look at is the perspective crop tool. Okay, let's notice what it does for us. Now if I left click on it, okay, now as we want to use this perspective crop tool, notice our image is bent. take note that it's in a certain kind of perspective. It's not perfectly straight, it is bent. Okay, so what if we wanted to crop this image in a way that we want it to look straightened? Okay, that's when we use the perspective crop tool. So if I go ahead, I'm currently selected on the perspective crop tool. If I go ahead to the tip here and left click and drag, okay, just left click and drag like this, it brings out this perspective crop um handle. Okay, so all I need to do is just make the perspective crop handle the same shape with the image I want to crop. So I just come to this handle here, this node here, and I just bend it down. I just bend it down to fit this image. Okay, I come to this handle down here and I just bend it down to fit this image. Let it just fit the shape, okay, of the image you want to crop and straighten out. Okay, so notice that I fitted it to the shape of the image. And check this out, once I press enter, look what happens. Did you see that? It straightened it out. Okay, now it looks more straightened than it was before. Let's see the before. Look at the before, look at the after, look at the before, look at the after. So it has straightened it out for you. So in case you have an image like that that you would like to straighten out, okay, you use the perspective crop tool. Now the next one we want to look at is the eyedropper tool. Okay, this tool here, these are the main tools you need to know of in these two, that's in these two tools. I'm explaining the major ones you need to know about that you will use regularly. So the eyedropper tool is very simple. In case you just want to sample the color of any part of your image, if I click here now, like I clicked at skin area here, take note of the foreground color here, it changes. Now if I click this white area, take note of this foreground color, this color square here, the foreground. If I click the white, take note of what happens. It changes this to the color that I sampled, and it's very good. Okay, in case you want to create another shape, let's say I want to create another shape that that you want to blend with the current image you have. So let's say I wanted to use this shape. Let me left click there, or let me use our skin. Let me use this one. So let me left click there. Take note of how the shape, the color, the foreground color changes. And I want to add, let's say, a tool, a rectangular tool. I left click on it and I just drag. Now because the foreground color is set to that color, the fill color of the rectangle will be, now the layer is below, so let me drag it on top so that you see how it looks like. The fill color of the rectangle will be the color that you picked with the eyedropper tool. So you can just go ahead and write a text here just to blend with the image of, you know, the image of the design work you are using. So this is one important importance of using the eyedropper tool. Okay, so yeah, so these are the two tools we are going to be looking at in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. God bless you.